I'm very skeptic of PUCs because, first of all, there are many ways to fudge it.
Then how dangerous is it if pollution certificates themselves become corrupt, pay, and get system?
Well, first of all, you probably read the CAG report earlier this year, which said over 1 lakh vehicles were not meeting standards and they got PUCs. And the other point is that I'm very skeptic of PUCs because, first of all, there are many ways to fudge it. You don't even have to measure it properly and you can fudge it. But secondly, they don't measure the range they have of pollutants. And science has overtaken that PUC framework. We know now that PUCs cannot measure a large amount of the pollutants. They just look at certain pollutants from, like, smoke, basically from the tailpipe, and that's just not enough. So even if it was an honest regime and many cars were getting rejected till they were improved, I still think it is an absolute it's not going to solve the problem. We want to know two things, and one of them is how many people, how many tests, what percentage and how many cars failed. That is of interest to
None.
me, not how many people got it. And I think the other point is, if you fail, we don't have a backup because we don't fail anybody. You should get a week to go fix your vehicle and come back. Otherwise, no fuel and you're off the road. It's possible to do. We're a very digital database for vehicles.
Okay.
So I'm interested in some kind of completely revamped technology, if at all, for PUC. And in any case, till then, I want to see who failed.
Okay.
I think that's very important.
Okay. So, Vimlendu, the question will be citizens are often blamed for pollution. But here is a system which is completely compromised. Then how much responsibility can realistically be placed on the public?
It's not an individual problem. It's a public problem. And at the end of the day, if the public transport is missing from the entire city's governance, and be it in Delhi or Gurgaon or Noida, you and I can't buy a bus and put it out there. As if there's 3,000 to 4,000 bus deficit alone that we have in Delhi, and zero electric vehicle or percolation of public transport in Gurgaon and Noida and Faridabad and many of these areas. That can't be an individual's responsibility. If the coal thermal power plants are not following the emission standards, or waste to energy plants are not following any standard, forget about just sulfur dioxide standard in that sense, that can't be your responsibility and my responsibility. So, this entire lazy governance and putting the onus on individual behavior and behavioral change, this is not a conference, this is not an awareness workshop in a school that we're dealing with where everyone needs to be sensitized. We're not talking about sensitization, we're talking about, heaven's sake, our